Do you ever feel like your backswing is so terribly inconsistent? Well, check these two things and you can be on the road to that consistency you're after. Well, by definition, consistency is doing the exact same thing time and time again. What better way to describe a good golf swing? It's repeatable. It's doing the same thing each and every time. To check to see if our backswing is the same every time, there's two positions that we can check. The first is the waist-high position, or parallel to the ground, shaft parallel to the ground position. Where is your club at that point? Two things we want to check when we're at this position is, one, is the club pointing towards the target? The butt end of the club, is this shaft and the butt end of the club pointing towards our target? Then we know the club is on the right path. And where is the club face, or the leading edge of our club, at that waist-high position? Ideally, we want it to match our spine angle, so it's going to be a little bit turned in, or what some people may term a little bit closed. If we start in simple movements, because we're trying to eliminate unnecessary movements, so the first move we make, if you stand up and point the club straight in front of you and just turn back, that's the motion. That's as easy as it is, right there. You're rotating the shoulders, center of gravity is right there, you rotate your shoulders. So if I'm in this position, I rotate and I get in that setup position, you can see how that club tilts in slightly. That's not manipulating anything, getting it into that natural position. So the check at waist high is the club pointed towards our target, and is my club face slightly in to match my spine angle, which should also be tilted in just a little bit. The second position to check is what I call the L position. And that L position takes the club from this waist-high position up so the shaft and your left arm is making the capital letter L. So at that position, now we've started to introduce some other movements. We've got our wrists involved, but it is a wrist movement from this position we talked about, just straight up and down, okay? Wrists are making this move, not this move. You do not want to come in and try to flip or lift the ball up off the ground. We want to turn and have power extending that club, boom, into the ball as we come down, extension and turn. So as we set up and we make our swing and we feel good with the parallel to the ground, or the waist-high position, where are we now? Have I made that move? Does my left thumb come to my left forearm on the way back? There we are. That L position is what we're after. We get that, you notice it's moving back. This L has the shaft now pointing at our target line, or even back to the ball itself. So as I come, does that point back down to my target line? So those are two easy checks that you can do on the driving range. Where are you at the waist-high position, and where are you at the L position? If you can hit those two positions in your full swing, you're going to have a consistent backswing. Full is going to be different for everybody, but it has to have two solid positions on the way back in order to be consistent. Practice these things, your consistency will improve, I guarantee it. Let us know in the comment if you've tried these positions, if you checked them, what you saw, what you felt. And you will be on your way to a more consistent backswing and a more consistent ball striking, more consistent golf game overall. And as always, until next time, keep practicing.